Johnson said he returned just after 5 p.m. and she wasn't there. Dina says she came home just after 6 p.m. and Phylicia was not there.
Police were notified, but no missing person was initially reported.
The neighbor reports a large bin being used by Michael Johnson and it being so heavy he struggles carrying it.
The police suspected Michael Johnson in early January, started a 24/7 monitoring. This led to wiretapping his phone for 2 months. The police obtained video footage of Michael Johnson making purchases at Walmart and Home Depot. The police obtained video footage of a 22-gallon blue bin being purchased. This purchase becomes a controversial topic during the trial. The police get their wiretap to find all calls, text, and data used by Phylicia Barnes and Michael Johnson. Apparently in June 2010, when Phylicia visited Baltimore over the summer break, they drank together and then went streaking. This was videoed by the third roommate, Michael Johnson's cousin. He then videoed the four of them being intimate. The 16-minute video was on Michael Johnson's and Dina Barnes' phone. It's unclear if it was also on Phylicia's phone.
During Johnson's retrial, prosecutors wanted to prove there was a dangerous turning point in the relationship between the defendant and the teenager just before she died.
The video, I think that was a bombshell.
That video is described as a sex tape. On it, Michael Johnson, his brother, Phylicia, and a fourth person. That person, believe it or not, Phylicia's older sister, Dina.
It was shocking.
I mean, this is a young girl. This is a 16-year-old girl on a sex tape with a grown man and his grown brother and her grown sister.
They were intoxicated. They were partially nude. It's not the kind of video you would necessarily want played if she was your child.
For the first time, Phylicia's sister Dina has agreed to sit down with Crime Watch Daily to tell her side of the story.
Still haunted by her sister's murder, Dina is trying to keep the focus on Phylicia.
All right, we're going to talk about something that I know that is very hard for you, but it is something that's out there, and you do have a side to all of this. Talk to me about the tape.
Yes, I mean, you know, I feel like ultimately, no matter what the public may think or what people think, we need to just keep on that path for justice for her.
I did not see it coming.
Dad Russell Barnes accuses Johnson of being behind the deplorable sex video.
I believe that video was coerced.
Set up by who?
This person.
By Michael.
Yes.
Kids make mistakes. I get it.
The video, you know, just really showed that how much this guy was really luring Phylicia, you know, and with the girls being young and green.
This article gives us a good sample of Phylicia's relationship with Dina, Dina's boyfriend Michael Johnson, and Michael Johnson's teen brother.
FBI Special Agent Jacqueline Doer wrote in the request for the warrants of 4 others' computers to be searched.
Because Phylicia was just 16 years old and the video being sent to others.
In states that FBI investigators have, quote, reason to believe, unquote.
The search will uncover evidence of child sex crimes or child pornography. Here is the ABC reporting on the FBI child porn link. We will learn more about this quote, sex tape, unquote, and child porn link in the murder trial video.
Michael Johnson admitted in his 4 interviews with the detective since June 2010, he had called Phylicia twice with about 4 texts a day, leading to between 1,000 and 1,400 total texts. Imagine your 16-year-old getting over 1,000 texts from her sister's 26-year-old boyfriend.
When Phylicia did not return for the second semester in early January. Union Academy then put up a $25,000 reward with money received in a charity auction. The school bought 500 yards of Phylicia's favorite color purple, and the students made their own ribbons.
Missing NC honor student case baffles MD. Police, Baltimore, AP. If anyone knows how Phylicia Barnes spent her 17th birthday, they aren't saying. 3 weeks after the visiting honor student vanished in Baltimore, police are pessimistic, but her mother is holding on to hope. Barnes, from the small North Carolina city of Monroe, about 25 miles southeast of Charlotte, disappeared December 28th while visiting her older half-siblings for the holidays. Since then, all calls to her cell phone have gone straight to voicemail. She's been a no-show on her social media profiles and she hasn't used her ATM card. Baltimore police call it one of the strangest and most vexing missing persons cases they've investigated, and despite getting help from the FBI, they have few leads. Barnes' 17th birthday was January 12th. Her mother, Janice Salas, isn't giving up hope. "I'm going to wait until she comes home to give her a party," Salas said by phone Wednesday from Atlanta, where she's relocated since her daughter's disappearance. "I spent her day being happy. I was happy when she was born, and every 12th of January, I'm going to be happy because that was a happy day for me." Police alerted local media soon after Barnes' disappearance, sounding the alarm that her disappearance was unusual because she had no history of disputes with her family or trouble with the law. Investigators believe she may have been kidnapped and possibly taken out of state, and with no suspects or physical evidence, they fear the worst, police spokesman Anthony Guglielmi said. More than 100 police officers combed a northwest Baltimore park a week after her disappearance, but found no signs of a body or clues to her whereabouts. Barnes' smiling face, in a photo taken from her Facebook page, greets motorists on billboards as they drive into the city. Police have gotten about 70 tips, but none has panned out, Guglielmi said. Investigators are re-interviewing about a dozen friends and associates of Barnes' 27-year-old half-sister, Dina Barnes, who saw the teenager in the days before she disappeared, and are hammering away at any discrepancies in their statements, Guglielmi said. Police have executed search warrants but haven't recovered any evidence. Salas has expressed concern about the number of strangers Dina Barnes allowed into her apartment while Phylicia was staying there, but Guglielmi said there's no indication those individuals were up to anything nefarious, describing the atmosphere at the apartment as similar to a college dorm. Barnes is an honor student at Union Academy, a public charter school in Monroe, and she was on track to graduate early and had already been accepted to several colleges. 2 years ago, she reconnected with her half-siblings on Facebook, and she traveled to Baltimore several times to visit them, her mother said. "I'm very family-oriented. I didn't want her scale to be unbalanced, to know my side of the family and not know her father's side of the family," Salas said. But since Barnes' disappearance, she regrets allowing her daughter to stay with Dina, who admitted allowing Phylicia to drink alcohol and was generally more permissive with the teenager than Salas would have liked, Salas said. Dina Barnes could not be reached for comment Wednesday. "The disappearance has reopened old rifts between the two sides of the family," Salas said. Dina's ex-boyfriend was the last person to see Phylicia, according to police and the girl's parents. Most of Phyllicia's clothing and shoes were left inside her sister's apartment, and she didn't have much money, said her father, Russell Barnes, an indication that even if she left of her own volition, she didn't plan to be gone long. "She didn't know anything about Baltimore City," Russell Barnes said. "She would never leave her sister, really. She loves her sister." As the Barnes case has made the national media rounds, Guglielmi began describing it as Baltimore's Natalie Holloway case, referring to an Alabama teen whose disappearance in Aruba became a cable news sensation. The Barnes case has been featured on CNN's Nancy Grace and NBC's Today and Nightly News, among other programs. While it hasn't gotten as much airtime as the Holloway case or other stories about missing teenagers, Salas said she doesn't feel slighted by the coverage. "My daughter is not the only child that's missing. Other children need their time too," Salas said. "I appreciate all that has been done for her and us thus far, and it's quality, not quantity, that's important to me." If Barnes had been struggling with any troubles before the Christmas holiday, officials at Union Academy said it didn't show through in her academics or extracurricular activities. Hoping to study medicine or psychiatry, she had been accepted to several colleges already and was preparing applications for Johns Hopkins University and the University of Maryland. In her spare time, Barnes had been doing community service at a daycare center and by tutoring fellow students in need of academic help. "She's very compassionate, she always gives," senior counselor Chrissy Rape said. "She appeared to be very happy, a very happy girl. No concerns. No red flags." Barnes' disappearance cast a heavy cloud over the beginning of the school's second semester, but Rape said students and faculty alike were trying to maintain hope for her safe return and find ways to vent their frustration and fear. Hundreds attended a prayer vigil as classes resumed for the spring term. More than 500 yards of ribbon in purple, Barnes' favorite color, has been turned into ribbons worn by hundreds of students. Students can write messages to Barnes on poster boards hanging throughout school halls. When she does return, we're going to give her all these things, and hope that it will help her when she comes home, Rape said. We hold out faith and hope that she will come home. We are very optimistic here at school.